Okay.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Oh.
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
He's trying.
Let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
The owl does.
Hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Everything.
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Damn it.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of zoos.
We have.
Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Yes.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
They most definitely do.
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's
Oh.
also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Well, let's kill them all.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
No.
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
Yes, it is.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
Well, it's not like you guys weren't
First,
also
people made
modified.
Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Turn them into
Strains
food!
that have gone wild. It's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
What? So what do you need, sir?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Really now?
What?
We'll just skip through the dialogue here
Agreed.
Very nice.
and get to it. Tissue sample.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have...
So, we're good there. So apparently I have to kill something there. So level 3. Let's get all these quests, get them all done. Get all fancied up.
more thought into this before accepting.
Oh. A wedding.
Right.
Oh, yes, who cares?
Saxleo Temple.
Oh no!
Hey, Law. Been training?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back.
Ah, Hoodle.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Okay, guy. Damn it.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
Ooh.
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I guess so.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. If we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Surprised there isn't
Alphen's
for a
still
game like
alive.
this.
It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds?
I
think
can.
if I were
I can
you,
just go Google
I'd
it.
take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met.
Oh,
You made
are
it
they
crystal
now?
clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind.
Of course.
And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might
Gut
just
punch.
have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Wow.
Even after
Why
staying
are there
here,
so many
you
cutscenes?
never
You should have
truly
just done the
got to
last
the bottom
battle.
of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that.
Kick the
There
boy.
must have been
And then
something
we were
more.
winning.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. We've had enough foisted on them as it is.
This is
You're
crazy.
right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the? An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? Do you mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Oh my god.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
None.
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Let's go.
And
I
again.
never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time?
No.
You feel
Yes.
super cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah, it can get pretty toasty in
Except
this
when it's
thing.
cold out and then it makes
Is it hard
even
when your
more cold.
back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even
Yeah.
if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be
Always
to
be
take it off,
prepared.
it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Of course. Just how this works. Okay. 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 I think I can teleport.
Make sure you super scrub your noodle. You should do the teeth thing too, dude, before you get in.
Noodles.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah.
Just give me the quest. I'm here for the experience. That is all. For fuck's sakes.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask
You get
concealing your
something, bud?
face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Only
Back then,
slightly.
We had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way.
Yeah, but
My
how long
head
you been
spinning
wearing that
just with the
sweater?
effort it takes to walk.
sure you
I think
didn't
that's
have that
called
on
heat
yesterday?
stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know. I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
I know, because the one that I
Water alone won't suffice. You'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you
I
go
looked
cool
for
off in
it
the shade
once.
for a while.
Did ya?
Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And
Off
then
they
there were
go.
two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
So
I
many
know what you mean.
memories.
We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Okay, it was just the one. Okay. Okay.
Why is it every time I send you to the shower, I gotta go in?
It's just the way it
Always
works.
good to be back in familiar territory.
Let's talk to.
Hey,
should be
she's pretty
somebody.
cute.
No.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go. Ow!
Yeah. Yep.
I can't, thanks.
Mixed feelings. Cutscene.
After cutscene, after cutscene.
Wait. Part of this quest is right here.
Huh? All right.
I don't even care what you say. I can finally go and kick the shit out of that Zoogle. Yes, let us go. And there's also owls everywhere.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Yes.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Where doth they be, Hootle? Gonna have to find those owls again. Well, there's only a couple. Yes,
Is this
move
the barrier
aside.
that's keeping the Zooglin that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier
Yes.
is weird. It looks old and half finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right?
It's literally
So
a
what does it
rock,
matter?
guys. It's not that, yeah, it's not hard of a choice.
Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
So, we'll save. Just so I don't have to go through all those cutscenes again.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
Let's get it done. Oh, he's only 53. That's not too bad.
Hi, Hoodle.
In a bind?
That was kind of...
Armor won't save you!
Weak point.
Oh, okay, the weak point is at the back.
Take this!
Probably gonna summon something. Heal would be nice. Xion.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaints here!
There we go.
Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Another incantation ruin!
Here we go. One of those bars done.
Can't get out of this! Ready to go! Vacuum blade!
This one's mine.
Anything in armor is all mine! They smite with blackened blade! Vacuum blade! I'll smash you!
Denied. Holy Glimmer. Fire Blast.
Eat dirt!
Here goes. Not in your dreams.
This thing gets up really quick. Come on, we gotta get this stuff before he does the big attack. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. He's gonna do the big attack.
Take this!
Aha! There we go, first one.
Consider yourself finished! You're mine! Strike!
Xion should be next in a second.
In a bind!
Oh, almost too strong. We've got it less than half health, guys. Come on now. Stop you from your magic, you dude. Oh, that didn't stop you at all.
Not in your dreams.
Take this!
Here's a healing arc. Reach after Raging Cascade.
Break the crystal, break the crystal. Oh, now I'm stunned.
You picked the wrong
Anything in armor is all mine!
Come on.
See what I can do!
Outstanding Got it. Now's our chance.
Much better.
Get out of this!
Lunar corruption. Thunder Lunar blast. Crazy.
One more left, one more left. This one's not too bad.
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
See what I can do.
Hold on to your arm. Here I
Not
come.
today!
A banana. Let's go. By the power of water. Here comes crazy lightning. This one is almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best. I never miss.
Allow me to help you.
Here I go. Got far enough.
So close, so close.
No further!
Holy land. Too much healing circle.
Yes, healing circle.
Sleep freeze laser.
Execution!
By the power of
Vacuum blade!
without a trace.
This one's all mine! Air pressure! Burn in hell! I'll smash you! Vacuum blade!
So very close.
Vacuum blade! Vacuum blade! There!
The enemy is going all out.
Vacuum blade!
Raging ready. That move.
Here comes the big one!
Thunderblade.
In a vine?
Illuminate the stars. Transform. Holy quiver. Far enough. Holy land.
Ignite!
Where are you going?
Try harder! You're mine!
Searing flame. Reload. Gale force.
Vacuum blade!
Flame of fury.
Try harder! Hold nothing back!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Sword. Celestial hammer. Lunar corruption.
Come on, so close.
Coming through!
This should be the end of it.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Yup.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Whew.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
What?
How if I know? I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some...
They left it for me. It's for you. It's from your father.
Huh? What's up?
Bet you
Something
any
up?
money. Your dad
It's
left
from
it
my
here.
old man.
Yep.
My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing
Am I getting a
to
fancy
worry
weapon
about.
now?
Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Danins and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person. But neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me, and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
Time to cry now,
There's
sir.
nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone.
You're to get stronger. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
So you even started the...
But that
Water?
still
No, it doesn't
doesn't
sound like it.
explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Because he knew he'd get to this point.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
Are you getting in the shower, bud? Are you? You're not playing on your phone?
Astral Flower.
Do you have a towel in there? Okay.
Now we must find the other bird, for there is a bird in here. Wait, did I get the bird that was up here? I think I did map action. Map action over here? What did I miss? Oh, maybe the bird's up here. Keep forgetting I can do that now.
Oh, buns?
Yes. There's the bird.
Ah, hoo-hoo!
Ooh!
Vivid spear. Force unknown. Rolling it creates a vacuum. Nearby objects can escape. Hoo hoo hoo.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't
Vest of
encourage him.
Secrets. That's definitely for him.
Not gonna chip with the spear.
Well, I don't think it's actually for. Oh, maybe it's where is it? Artifact. Vivid sphere.
Oh, spear. I heard you say spear.
Wow! Wow! That brings me back. That brings me back. It's from an old video game that I forgot that Bandai made.
Oh?
Katamari Damacy. I've showed you that before. Literally, you're this little guy and you roll around a ball and it picks things up.